And that, folks. Here, we're in Alaska today. Me and Mark are traveling up to Dalton. Alright, I am ready. You can lead again if you want. I think it helps me not go so fast.
Sure.
Let me get out of the way though.
Oh, great place to start.
Yeah, that was not good planning on my part.
I'll see how this goes.
I totally messed that up completely. Yep, I totally messed that up. Oh my goodness.
Hey, midway.
Go to like the top of the hill. I would not stop on the hill. This is the one-to-one Dalton Highway map by Hawks BS. Or Hawk BS, I guess it is. Alright, I finally got it going. I believe it is pretty accurate to the actual place. And
And I'm stuck.
oh no. Yeah, I believe it's accurate to the actual map. In real life, but as such it is a challenge. Yeah, I think we're on the gravel section now. And I also have a link in the description, by the way. What was that? Sorry, I was in the outside camera.
I feel like the little engine that could.
Oh, yeah. I'm just trying to find a gear I can stick in. my load is a little bit south of Coldfoot. Quite a bit south of Coldfoot. I'm not sure where his is going. Need a little tap?
Yeah.
I don't know if that helped or not. A little push truck in here. Hey, Ben. Is that helping any?
I'm moving, but I'm not speeding up any.
Yeah, this is a really tough hill, apparently.
And I can't manage to get into first.
We had this problem before, didn't we? Yeah, there's some nasty hills on this map. I want to back up a little bit and try to give you a little bit of a harder tap.
There, that works.
That works as well. I have, yes. Not in a little while. We were doing convoys fairly regularly. That's what I was using. I was using his, like, I think it was an NTA 855. Come on.
So you don't have the weight mod on that trailer, do you?
No, I do. This is a freight market. This is not the ownable one. This is a freight market dry bulk. Hey, Lone Wolf, it has been a long time.
You able to get up the hill?
I'm trying. I'm starting over again. I think I'm good now. I'm in too low. I might just stick there. I might try to go to too high.
Yeah, I stopped and waited for you. Just thought I'd start downhill, so.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, the last time I played this map, guys, was in
Yeah, for some reason.
2020.
I can't flip gears if doing low first. So I had to try using the clutch and I would mess it up and end up stalling.
Yeah, I'm starting with the parking brake on.
Yeah, I tried that too. It didn't work.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know if not being able to float from low to first is a real truck thing or just something idiosyncrasy of the game.
Oh, you're floating. Oh, okay. I'm just using the clutch. Oh, that's cool. What kind? I tried floating, I think, for a little while. I never got very good at it.
Yeah, practice.
For a second I thought this was the roller coaster, but I don't think it is yet. Ah, okay, nice. Oh no. Oh, you got an OBS 4, nice.
At least I'm moving this time.
Not me.
I shouldn't try shifting.
No shifting on hills. Come on.
Can't even get started low.
Ah, cool. Those are good trucks. I tried to shift into low, into one, and I think that was a mistake. Hey, Nita. Yeah, I don't stream that much on week.
Moving, but mostly spinning my tires.
I think I'm probably doing the same. See if we can actually get moving. I don't stream much on weekdays, but I had the day off, so I figured I would, do a little streaming. Need a little tap?
Yeah, although it might stop you.
It probably will, yeah. I'm seeming to have better luck getting going, but we'll see. I don't know if that helped or not.
Well, I went from 3 to 4.
No, that's something.
I'm almost at the crest here.
Yeah, well, we're very close. Are you doing all the work yourself? All right, I think we made it.
There we go, progress.
Yeah, the thing about this map is we gotta keep our momentum going, man.
We never got.
Yeah, if we have any, exactly. All right. Speed here a little bit. Probably not a bad idea. This is a tough section, man. Yeah, it is, yeah. I wish it was animated, that would be cooler. What did I just do there? I don't know what was going through my mind in that moment. Is the auto any better? That is so weird. I mean, we should be pretty much the same specs, right?
Yeah, you think.
But I know the game does not take like tires and stuff into consideration. Yeah, the VSA one has one.
Load was showing 110,000 pounds. I don't know about yours.
I think mine's about the same. Yeah, I'll have to check. That's one of the weird things about this mod is that it makes everything the same weight, which is kind of weird. It works, but it would be nice if it like multiplied it by a factor or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I'll pull over at the top and let you catch up. Yeah, the BSA truck is a really nice truck, but I agree, the shifter's kind of weird.
I would expect my tires to hook up at some point, but they never do.
Yeah, that's very unusual. And do you have the diff lock on or no?
Oh yeah.
Huh. I don't even have mine on. That's very odd.
Yeah, I'm just gonna run automatic for a bit. I think the biggest problem was I was missing the downshift from 5 to 4 where you have to go down a range.
Ah, yeah, for sure. It's really difficult to time it right because you don't want to shift too early, but you also don't want to shift too late, and then there's overspeeding, which I do constantly. Thankfully the game doesn't take that into account, or I would have definitely blown up a few engines.
Yeah, and if you miss one shift, you're done.
Yeah, for sure. I would pick up your lift axle maybe. That help at all, maybe? I don't know.
So, I am picking up a bit of pace here now.
It could also be the load itself that's slowing you down a little bit.
Got a lot of axles.
Yeah, you got a ton of axles. Oop. Let's get that.
I can't put the use.
Like a locomotive.
Push truck.
That would be pretty cool if you could. Yep, I had to do my air brake trick again.
Yeah, I tried that. It wasn't working for me.
Yeah, I think it's your load. That's kind of like pulling triples, I think.
Yeah, pretty much.
And the game probably interprets each of those tires as having like a little bit of friction and stuff, which probably slows it down a little bit. Alright, we're back up to speed.
You're gonna want to slow down for this turn.
Oh, okay, that's probably the same one that I flipped over a long time ago. Oh no, never mind. It was the other direction. Gonna have to lay it over here. Oh, get in there. Whoa. I think it's this one here, yeah. I think this is it.
Yeah, good sized turn.
And when I flipped over on that corner the first time, I did not have dev mode enabled. So basically I had to like reset or something. I've learned a lot since then. And no damage is nice as well.
Yeah, that would be frustrating.
And now we're both stuck.
The AI in front of me is not helping. I had to kind of swerve around him a little bit, but now he's moving faster.
I went into the ditch. We can get back on the road here. Oh. I might need it here in a second. Let's see if we can get going without it. Let's put this lock on. Yeah, I totally messed that one up. I'm gonna try that one again.
Alright, I can stop for you.
Okay, cool. See if we can make it up the first time, or the second time. Turn diff lock off. Alright. Or I could hook to a winch to his truck and he could pull me up. Yeah, no, I totally agree. Well, the key is the speed at which you take this curve. See if we can do this right. I missed the shift again.
Oh no.
I really want to do this legit. So let's try one more time. Start down here. Start back here. I like this. This is a nice challenge.
A new route.
There aren't that many challenges in this game. So let's try this. I'm gonna try one more time, then I'm gonna have to teleport over.
Currently have average 2.9 miles per gallon on this truck.
Oh, dang. Alright, come on. Let's see if we can do this. First, we gotta make this difficult corner.
Probably run some pretty big tanks up here too.
Yeah, a lot of guys run 4. They run like 2 150s and 2 100s.
Good to have it.
A little too early on that one. Come on. I think we got it. I think we got it. I think I made it. I missed the drop in the 3rd gear the last time. I think that was what messed me up. I got it right this time.
Yeah, because he hitched it up for that.
Yes!
I'll start moving.
Sounds good, yeah. That was a tough one, man. But yeah, so if again, if the game allowed, I would take off a right toolbox underneath the cab, and I'd put a tank there. Then I'd probably put one more tank, like, on the left-hand side, like behind the other main tank. The funny thing is, I could do all this stuff in Farming Sim with these, but in a game that actually is made for trucks, I don't even know where to start.
Yeah, they're very ridiculous.
The learning curve is way too difficult for what you can actually do in the game. All right.
I don't know what BMSG modding is like, but obviously there's lots of options there too.
I've thought about Beam a little bit. I know Glenn knows how to mod Beam, but I'm not sure if it would be worth the time. That game does not run well on my computer.
Run well on anyone's computer.
Fair enough.
I'd like to think, maybe I'm wrong, but I'd like to think that they could add some sort of, I guess is the word, for the traffic soft body physics. Like, you don't need to have soft body physics on every vehicle that's on the map. Once, you know, if you could instantly turn it on as soon as you crash into them or something, then yeah, great, but I think that just hogs way too much resource.
It's got to be something like that because, yeah, the AI traffic basically just kills the game. And it doesn't, you know, it's not fun to play with no traffic and no other people. So it's a challenge. I like the game, I want to play it, but it's a little frustrating at times.
Well, there's no real objective either, you know, at least with this, even if it is invisible cargo and whatnot, there's at least cargo and a destination.
Exactly, yeah, and there's a variety of cargo that can be improved by adding mods and stuff. Whereas that, like, pretty much all you're doing is just kind of crashing. Farming sim modding is actually not that bad. I've been doing it many years. I don't claim to be an
A
expert.
lot of the guys on the Reddit doing little challenges like, you know, all sorts of drift ones and jumps and all sorts of different challenges.
I would love to, like, get better at driving the trophy truck, but every time I do, it just, I don't know if it's just me or, I don't know, I just struggle with it. But I do like when I do play, like, the physics do feel what I would assume vehicles that I don't have a lot of experience driving, you know, would have.
Yeah, for sure.
Like when you're starting on a hill with a semi, like, you know, the tires are spinning and the clutch overheats, and, you know, there's factors that are more than just, well, your RPM dropped too much so you stalled.
I did enjoy, there was a scenario in Italy, taking a Coca-Cola truck through these narrow streets, and it was difficult. I had fun with it though.
I did that one once, and I need to go back and try to do it again. The one time I did it, I believe I tore off like an axle on a fire hydrant or something, which was pretty funny.
Yeah, at least there's creative ways to fail.
Yeah, exactly. No, it is a good game.
From what I've seen.
Yeah, they've been adding a lot of updates. Like they did the UDIM update, and they changed the lighting, I think, and they've made some improvements. Hey, Pete.
I wonder if we're ever going to go down.
Eventually, yeah, there's a roller coaster at some point, but I'm not sure where that is. That's a very steep drop, and then it looks like a roller coaster. It's a steep drop on one side, and then a steep incline on the other. Once you get to like the so-called like end of the map, like it's pretty much all flat. But getting there is a challenge, obviously.
I feel like I need an altimeter in this truck.
Yeah, you almost do. I mean, we have to be way up there. At least a couple thousand feet. Anagon Pass, though, is the toughest, I think, climb in the whole area. All right. I get the speed. I think I should have gone with like a 30-ton weight mod on this one.
Yeah, it's a bit excessive, I think. That's fun.
It is. It's a nice challenge.
I haven't tried the plus 100. That must be pretty rough.
I accidentally edited Jazzy Cat's cargo pack and made all the trailers like 300,000 pounds. I was wondering why everything was so difficult, and then I think crossed the scale, and no, I tried it was the cat scale. I tried the cat scale and Sacramento or Red Bluff or whatever. And it said like 300 and something thousand pounds. I'm like, ah. I forget that it's, I think it's metric and not English, and I had it like way higher than it should have been.
Yeah, that'll do it.
And I think I didn't even have like 500 horsepower. I barely had that much horsepower.
Oh, I got some air there.
Oh, you got some air?
Watch out for the next turn coming up for you.
Okay. Oh. Oh.
So who was Dalton anyways? Was he some explorer for this area?
That part I have not researched. I am not sure. But they basically came up with this highway as a way to transport supplies to like the North Slope and stuff. And so it was built, I'm gonna say probably back in like the 50s or something. 50s or 60s. Because there's really no other way to get stuff north. I mean, you can kind of bring stuff in by ship, but obviously only in the summertime. Trains are not possible. It's just way too far to run rail lines. And flying stuff in, I mean, you can fly some stuff in, but prohibitively expensive.
Imagine doing this in a 50s truck with no power steering and no cabin air filter or anything like that.
Yeah, in the summertime with mosquitoes, like, just attacking you, trying to, like, suck the, you know, mosquitoes up in this part of the world are pretty horrible, and I can imagine it. It was not fun.
I doubt you saw too many clean-shaven men.
Probably very few, yeah. But yeah, I would have to look up who Dalton was himself. But I know they basically call it the Hall Road. Oh, I took that car too fast. Oh. Yeah, did this somersault again. It's a tough map, man. Okay, yeah, it was the 60s or 70s, yeah. So one of the people in chat said it was the 60s or 70s.
Even still, that wouldn't have been very fun. How you define fun?
Yeah, exactly. And this, like, this is not ideal, like, road building ground.
I would imagine it's pretty rocky.
No, it's permafrost. There's like permanent ice underneath, probably like I don't know, maybe 2-3 feet down. And once that permafrost is exposed, like it melts, and then you basically have a bog.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, it was not an easy road to build. The Alaska Highway, they did a documentary on it that I watched a long time ago, and there's a lot of challenges. But yeah, once the road opened up, then I think a lot more exploration for oil started happening up north. And they basically still truck almost everything back and forth, like pipe and camp shacks and fuel and just about everything.
And is that the only real industry up here?
Pretty much, yeah. There's a couple towns that are kind of off of the highway. They get their deliveries kind of the same way, but they're pretty small. Yep, exactly. No, that's totally why it was created. And so some of those, I don't know how many of those pictures you saw of the push trucks, but like they'll haul like an entire building up the highway. And they'll have like 5 trucks pushing and 1 pulling.
That would be a long day.
Days, probably. Yeah, it's like, I think it's 40 to 50 miles from top to bottom, and that, you know, if we're thinking of like driving a car, like they're probably averaging like 20 miles an hour or so. If you want to look at something interesting in relation to it, look up Jack Jesse's blog. He was one of the characters on Ice Road Truckers, and he has pictures and stuff of, he's been driving it for like 20 to 25 years or something, and he has pictures of some of the stuff that they've hauled up, and some of it's like the size of an apartment building. I mean, it's pretty crazy.
I should check that out. I've actually never seen that show.
Yeah, I think it was season 2 or 3 when they started doing the Dalton stuff, because they got kicked off the Canadian ice road, and I think that was either like the backup plan or it was part of the original show itself.
I think you're going the wrong way.
Oh, I am? Oh. Never mind. After the somersault, I started going back south.
I wonder what was taking you so long.
Oh my goodness. Oh, good eye, thanks. See if we can turn around here. Okay, yeah. So yeah, someone said it's season 3 when they started doing Dalton stuff.
Oh, okay, cool.
And of course they over dramatized everything, but it was still kind of interesting seeing some of the challenges that they had to go through. Yeah, for sure. I kind of stopped watching shows, at least recently. But there's a lot of rebels on the road. Some people like to, you know, push too hard. Some guys don't want to put chains on. It's kind of interesting. Oh no. Man, I take that corner way too fast. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Hey, Ryan.
It's actually smoother driving on the grass than it is on the road.
Barely, yeah. Try not to end up on my side again. Well, ATS gravel roads are kind of rough. And by rough, I don't even mean like physical texture. I mean just the quality is not really realistic.
I like the sound.
Yeah, the sound is nice for sure. Alright, now we're going the right direction. Thanks to Mark. Let's see if we can actually get up this hill. What do we have ahead? A whole lot of nothing. Yeah, exactly. My frame would have been all twisted. Whole trailer would have been like falling to pieces, man. Well, thanks for turning me around, Mark, because that would have been a real bummer. I would have been like, man, that's living good again.
Yeah. You see the welcome to Dalton Highway sign, you'd be a little like confused.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, and we stalled. And one of the interesting things that obviously this game does not for right now is dirt. Like on this road, like in the summertime, man, the trucks are just brown. Like the windows are brown, everything is brown. It's pretty wild.
Yeah, I really don't buy the whole licensing argument over dirty trucks. I mean, you look at Mac, who's also on Farm Sim, and those trucks are getting dirty and blowing smoke and everything.
Yeah, what I've heard, because one of the members in our group, Postman, he was asking people about that, because people always throw that excuse out. And they basically said that I don't think the license forbids it. Volvo might have forbid it, I don't know. Hey, Sartana, hey. Volvo might have forbid it, but mainly it's just SCS doesn't really want to do it. Like you said, Mac has, in some ways, more functionality in farm sim than it does here, and that really doesn't make any sense.
Oh yeah, absolutely, way more functionality.
Like that Superliner, I mean, the guy's hand actually goes with the shifter, which is really cool.
Yeah, and it kind of blows out the argument too that these companies only want to show off their latest and greatest. I mean, I understand that to a certain extent, but I think a lot of them like their heritage. They like the older vehicles that they have.
Oh, for sure. I mean, look what happened with SnowRunner. They got old Freightliners, they have old Internationals, old Western Stars, like, they cover a wide range. But what I heard about dirt, though, the actual reason is that they tried it and Pavel didn't like the dirt that they had done, so they just kind of tabled it, and doesn't seem like they've ever come back to it.
And I would be fine if that were the official explanation.
Which it is, and it's just another one of the thousands of rumors that are kind of have become fact. I wish they would communicate better, but oh well.
Yeah, you can forgive somebody who's saying, you know, we're trying this and, you know, we have other priorities right now. Just bear with us.
Yeah. Ryan in chat said the engine needs to be redone. He said it'll probably happen in 2050.
They're going to finish the United States map first.
Yeah, probably 2035. I think I can go down a gear.
And then in 2050 they'll upgrade to Unreal Engine 4.
Oh yeah, of course. One of my jokes is that some games will like offer VR with smell by the time they have, you know, some of the stuff we have today.
Yeah, for sure.
I still have hope that, like I think we've talked about, an open world, like just driving. It's not a necessarily truck sim kind of game, but just driving in general comes along. That would be cool.
Well, yeah, there's so much potential if you look at Microsoft Flight Sim. I mean, it would be a lot of work building up the ground level so that it looks decent, and that it has bumps and whatnot, but there's so much potential there in that way of doing things, I guess.
Oh yeah, there is, and the work is done, like, although there's a lot of back-end work that has to be done, a lot of the placing a building and basic stuff is done by the program.
I mean, Earth has kind of already done the work of giving us a map.
Exactly, yeah. So all you really have to do is just kind of detail the parts that are important. And I can imagine like something like this, like pretty much this whole area probably could almost be done automatically because it's just streets and a road. Like it's not New York City or something.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, ultimately I dream about, you know, a be-all end-all sandbox that runs perfectly and has a one-to-one scale entire Earth, and you cultivate land and you can fly a plane and whatnot. We're a long way away from that, obviously.
Yeah, definitely. But it would be cool though, to like an all vehicle sim, like planes, trains, you know, cars, street racing, like semis, RVs. It could be a lot of different things.
I suppose that's called going outside, but who wants to do that?
Yeah, exactly. It costs too much money.
I mean, like, I don't know if you've ever seen Star Trek, but you get these holodecks where you can basically load up any scenario you want, and you have this interactive world that you can enter. Something like that'd be very cool.
Yeah, no, definitely. And who knows, it probably will happen at some point. I'm sure that someone will at least try. I think some people already have tried, but they were pretty small. Like that one thing I think I might have shared, it is a one-to-one world. But it's running on some weird technology, and it's really not done anywhere, so, you know, the land might be technically correct, but it's not going to be, you know, very high quality. But you can drive and fly and do everything in it.
Yeah, that was that game from like 2004 or something, wasn't it?
It was from a long time ago, and they had made almost no progress, yeah.
I downloaded it, but I don't even think I installed it.
Yeah, it seemed interesting for a second, but that was about it. Yeah, for sure. And that's always the challenge, is that kind of trying to do something fast, but the quality is really different. But I think that having the
I thought we were going to start going downhill, and it's more uphill.
oh my goodness. It is nice to have the rain. That part is cool. But I totally hear you on the actual final detail. It's not really not good enough. At least at this point it isn't. I don't know if we want it to be. Like, I don't want AI to know everything. And this is why I was telling people who are going to join us to turn off realistic fuel consumption.
Yeah, I still have an almost full tank.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh wow, pavement.
Oh, nice. There is going to be a downhill at some point for the Yukon River Bridge, but I think we're still a ways off from that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Well, that curve I took too fast.
Yep.
I went down into the dish again.
Probably should have worn that.
Oh, it's all good. I gotta pay better attention anyways. Oh, folks, we're going off-road again. See if we can get back on the road. We might have teleport. Teleport. See if we can do this whole section properly. Hope you guys don't mind.
Fine. I'll find a new route.
I was just starting to catch up a little bit, and then that happened.
Yeah, I'm pulling over now.
Alright, cool. I'll put the hammer down a little bit.
You can take the lead too. I kind of want to witness your mishaps.
Fair enough. I think that's my 5th crash so far on this trip.
I don't think I have yet. I've just gotten stuck.
Yeah, you're not going as hard as I am, which is smart. I should be taking a similar idea. I'm trying to drive like I know the road, but I don't know the road, so that's part of my problem.
Actually, it has a map overlay on most of the time.
I have the one on my dash, but I've been referencing that one a little bit here and there.
I do really like this feature. I hope they put it in single player. They probably won't.
They probably won't, but I totally agree. It's nice to be able to look and drive like that. F5 menu or whatever we call it. It's not convenient.
I'm not a programmer, but you cannot convince me that this would be difficult to implement in single player.
Oh no, it would probably take all of about 5 minutes. We're going back to gravel again.
Oh, goody.
Which is realistic, like, there's a lot of gravel. I think, I forget the number, but it's like 40% asphalt or something.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
And I'm sure that the asphalt in real life is a lot rougher than ours.
Russian style.
Yeah. Really bouncing now. Ah, yeah, for sure. Well, it's that single core, right? I mean,
Just thinking of wheel chain. Did you get to the wheel chain part of Alaska Truck Simulator? That was a little weird.
I did not.
Thing I had to do.
I did not yet. I've tried to play it twice, but each time I run out of time and then I can't save it, so I have to start over.
Yeah, to put the chains on, you have to do like a little press Y, then press B, then press A, then...
Oh no.
Little sequence.
Yeah, they did some things that are a little bit strange. The map, I was probably, someone else was talking about this on the STS forum, the map was kind of a disappointment.
Oh yeah, big time. The scales and the time for me, I think was the biggest disappointment. There's lots of potential there, and I hope they improve a lot.
Yeah, I do as well, but it's just, when I look at it, it's like, well, I know just as a matter of practice, like, they're not going to redo the whole game, like, after already doing it once. So some of the stuff is going to be permanent, and that's kind of a bummer.
Yeah, for sure. At least maybe they'll make a second one, rather than just keep updating this one.
Yeah, good point. And there we go.
Okay, let's find a new route.
Unbelievable. Those curves, man, they're sneaky. I think I'm gonna adjust my stability a little bit.
Yeah, someone in the group, Master, was saying, you know, there's, you hear from all the SCS fanboys saying, oh, but look, they're not making up every 2 years and all. He said, I want to buy a new game at this point.
Exactly, yeah. I don't see that as a downside at all. I mean, if the game improves and there's new stuff, like, sign me up. I don't care.
Yeah, what's $30 really?
You're gonna spend that on mods and DLCs at this point anyway, so might as well make it official.
Drive safe.
Yeah, I do not see that as a selling point. It'll be like the Nissan Frontier. Like, Nissan produced the same truck for like, I don't know, like a decade or something, and yes, it was the same vehicle and the parts were all the same, but it was not good. Like, no one looked at that and was like, look at how incredible this is. They were like, hey, it's outdated.
Yeah, it really only appealed to the people that didn't like newfangled stuff.
Exactly, yeah. And they just kind of got left behind like SCS is getting. When do I think they will finish the map?
It looked pretty sharp. I haven't had a chance to drive one, but it looked good.
Agreed, yeah, I have been looking at those. I've actually considered buying one, but at this point with gas prices, I don't think so. Ryan, actually,
I have a use for it. It's hard to justify.
I do at times, but not consistently. It's kind of all over the place. I'd rather have a bigger car, honestly. I don't think they're actually gonna. That is a good point. Yeah, I definitely, or station wagon or something. Yeah. No, I don't know if they're actually gonna finish the U.S. map. My prediction is that when they get to the Midwest, they're gonna run out of people who are willing to buy like consistently similar states that are not really offering anything new. And then at that point, either they're going to have to like rethink their strategy, or they're going to like kind of fade into the sunset. That would be my prediction. I think come like Kansas and Nebraska and Iowa and whatever, like the DLCs will just be copy paste like old prefabs, and then you know, a bunch of decorative buildings and stuff. And I don't see people getting as excited for that as they have for, you know, Montana, which has a lot of like very beautiful places. And I know the Midwest has beautiful places, but it's relatively flat, and flat land is not what SCS does well. Like their flat maps are not where their quality really shines. Well, that's my 2 cents. I don't know if I'm right, but time will tell. But yeah, if they were to finish it, and I'm completely wrong, then 2030s I would say probably. But exactly, yeah. They've kind of put themselves in a bad situation.
The pipeline down there to the right.
I really like how they took advantage of the view distance. Like, that's pretty impressive considering the limitations. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I probably am going to buy Texas, and I'm probably going to buy Montana, and after that, part of me wants to say I'm going to stop, but I've said I would stop buying farming sims, and I'm still playing 22, so I don't know. We'll see what happens. I really wish we also had a convoy photo mode. Oh no, tank. Oh yeah, I hear you, man. I've tried mapping, I've tried modding, I've tried various things. I just
Fraud. I don't know why I said brain.
oh, it's fine.
Haven't used that word since I was 8.
They for what the game is, which is it is a decent game. I'm not gonna say it isn't. I'm having a good time right now, but for what the game is in terms of complexity, the modding it's like 5 times too hard. Like the truck.
So is that 389 1-to-1 miles to Deadfoot or whatever?
I believe so, yes. My load I think was like 150, and I'm dropping off at the like pump station 1 or something it said. But yeah, this is a 1-to-1 map, so it should be like, I think 450 from Prudhoe Bay to Fairbanks.
That's an immense amount of work.
It is. It is actually incredible that he was able to even finish. Like, I know it has, you know, its own flaws, but it is pretty incredible. But yeah, what I'm trying to get at is that, like in farming sim, like I can do pretty much anything that I want to do as a player. Whether it's via someone else's mods or mods that I've done myself. Whereas here, like, I can't interact with the dash, I can't get out, I can't physically adjust the mirrors, I can't in that one mode. I can't dig, I can't load my cargo manually. There's a lot of stuff I can't do. And yet modding is like, the learning curve is just outrageous. And so for that, it's like, you know, if I were to learn, which I probably could, as you know, I know you were able to do that really nice 389 edit. If I learn, then what? Like, I spend all this time trying to get a truck in the game, or maybe an edit of a truck, and then it's like, okay, now I got to keep it updated constantly. I gotta fight with this and that. Like, I'm never gonna be able to, you know, add a feature to the game, like as a small time modder who's not, you know, a coder or whatever. So I don't know, it's a little frustrating. I know there's like one guy in the whole community who has a functional lowboy that actually splits, but you know, we have like 6 to 10 of those for Farming Sim 22. Like, it's not a hard concept, it's just difficult to implement in the game framework that they've created. So I don't blame you at all. I do not blame you at all. I think we finally got to the top of this mountain. I see some incredibly sharp corners ahead, so I'm gonna take my time here. Even something as simple as cargo, like that was something that I would really like to do. Really sharp corner ahead. I would like to be able to make some cargo for the game, but there's just no way. Like, by the time I got it figured out, like, the game would have updated probably twice. Want me to slow down?
No, you're good.
There is some relief ahead, I will say that.
Oh, this is pretty cool. Tundra? Plateau? I'm not sure what the word is, but I like it.
Yeah. It flattens out and starts to get a little better. Yeah, exactly. Well, Farming Sim is a game that I feel as someone who has modded for a while.
Sleeping anywhere is another thing they should implement in this. Just seeing that rest area back there. That's the one specific spot on the side of the road you can pull over.
Exactly, yeah. And we have sleepers, which, again, that doesn't make any sense. Like, why buy a sleeper if you can't actually use it?
It should stay for 10 hours. No more, no less.
Yeah, exactly. No, Farming Sim is a game that I feel, as someone who's modded a while, that I could probably...
Actually, I do run a mod in PS2. Something about better sleep schedule or something like that. Basically, they found they couldn't find a way to adjust how long you could sleep other than halving it. So I think it's maybe 8 hours is the normal, but this does it in 4-hour increments instead, which is better. It's like you wake up once in the night and get going again or something.
I've seen that and used it for ATS. Yeah, it is very nice. But again, it's just so rigid. Like it doesn't make sense. Like it's sleep. Like we should be able to sleep for 7 hours or 6 hours. I mean, we should have we can do that in Farming Sim with that new system.
Yeah, set your alarm when you want to wake up.
Yeah, exactly.
Sleep schedule mod is still restricted by the truck sim. It'll only let you rest like 2 or 3 times in a row before it says you're not tired. So even though they've reduced it to 4 hours, you can still only do 2 or 3 in a row.
Yeah, which is annoying as well, because sometimes I like to use sleep to skip time.
Yeah, exactly. Although I've just started using the dev console for that.
The dev console actually is surprisingly helpful. And actually well done. It's probably the best feature in the game.
It's a pretty sad statement.
Yeah, we got walk mode, we have like set your time however you want it, like adjust traffic, you can adjust the air suspension now, and there's a lot of stuff. Yeah, have a good night. Thanks for stopping by.
Did you say you didn't have an animation for raising and lowering your suspension?
There is no visual adjustment to the airbag. So like they go up and down, quote unquote, but the airbag itself just stays the same size.
Oh, okay. I thought you weren't even seeing it go up or down.
No. I actually, on this truck, I have my front end raised as high as it will go. But yeah, they basically kind of half did it.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, exactly. No, what I was saying was that, like, I can teach, I feel, almost anyone how to do a basic mod edit in NFS. Like, maybe not something complicated, but download GE, move a part around, duplicate a part, etc. Like, with this game, even someone who's an expert, and I know a few people who are, like, cannot just sit down and teach me how to mod. Like, it's a commitment of time and energy and focus, and all for, again, basically a visual change that doesn't really have a physical impact. Like on this truck, I would love to have a longer frame and more tanks, but the effort necessary to do that, I mean, I don't know where to begin, honestly, and even someone who did would, it would take them like longer than it should. It's also kind of interesting how many Alaska maps there are. There's the paid one, there's this one, and then there's that other one by that Russian guy, Ivan, I think is his name. And his is pretty good.
Yeah, the 120 scale one.
Yeah, he's working on one, and the other group has finished like a DLC size one.
Yeah, I haven't really tried it, the Russian one. go to is, but the only load I could find there in Melby's just took me back to the mainland.
That's the problem even with the paid one as well. They just have real challenges with the cargo system.
I mean, I guess I could have continued driving on and just pretended there was cargo back there, because that's what you're used to doing anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Well, if anyone is interested, I do have time on Wednesday. I guess we can turn around and head back or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think there might be some others interested. I think I'm almost kind of getting my fill on this map.
Yeah, for sure. Estelon is much better. Even though it's much smaller, it's really well done.
Yeah, I do hope it grows and grows.
I'm really excited to see what they do after that mountain pass, because the mountain pass was really well done. The grade is really nice and steep. The construction zone is nice. Like it was refreshing.
Yeah, for sure.
Eventually we are going to find the roller coaster, but I'm not sure when.
Yeah, we still got a ways to go to get to Gone River Camp and Pump Station 6. There's several things all clustered there together.
Yeah, my delivery is to one of those pump stations. Coldfoot is a truck stop. I think it's the northernmost truck stop in the world, actually.
My load's going all the way to Prudhoe Bay, but I have no intention of taking it.
I don't blame you. This is one of those things we do one time. We're like, that was fun, but we'll move on. Do something else.
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of like when I got everyone to cut 1,000 acres in farming sim. Like it was a memorable experience, and I'm glad I got it recorded, but I doubt anyone will ever want to do that again. Like it took, I think that was before you had joined the group. It took like 7 days, like real days, worth of game time. And we were hauling corn for like a day more. Like it was crazy.
Oh, wow, that's wild. Yeah, I wasn't there then. Was that on Camp Farm?
No, that was Medicine Creek. We took field 270 and like 5 or 6 other fields. 270 was all corn, and it took like a Saturday and a Sunday to cut it, because we were doing multiplayer on like 2 days a week. And then the other field, by the time we were done, it was like a literal 1,000 acres, and it was just too much.
Yeah, it's kind of a job at that point.
Yeah, exactly. And the game doesn't really portray acreage the right way. It feels different than it would, I think, in real life. So 1,000 acres is not that big, and real farm, but in game it just becomes really tedious. Hey Jay, yes, I am still doing a bit of modding. I'm not doing as much as I used to. I am still doing some. Yeah, thanks. No guarantees on when anything else will be released, but I do have that P project started that I need to make some progress on.
Yeah, part of what got me interested in these one-to-one maps is actually driving on these one-to-one maps. Just the extra room, the time scale, getting the long sunrises and sunsets and stuff. But also, I tried out that Discover Ontario map. I lived in Ontario for a few years, a town called Barrie, and it's 55, 60 miles north of Toronto.
Okay.
So I would drive between the two cities fairly regularly. And so I tried that in game, and it's 120 scale, and it took like 3 minutes, and I was like, well, that was disappointing. And so, yeah, I like the one-to-one.
Yeah, no, I do as well. There's sadly not that many options, but you know, some of them are better than others. Estelan's probably going to be the best for a while, but who knows? Maybe some more people will kind of push that direction as time progresses. Who knows? But
I should be happy with like a, you know, a 1 to 3 or a 1 to 5 or something like that. But you know, all the places that I've driven 1 to 20 scale in game, places that I haven't been to in real life, so I don't experience the disappointment of very quickly arriving from one place to another.
oh yeah, no, I totally hear you, and that's something that I'm constantly talking about in the forum with various parts of I-5 and stuff. Like, I know how it's supposed to be, and so when I look at it in a game, I'm like, they forgot a mountain path, or they left out, you know, some like important detail that would barely fit even if they were to put it in, and just not going to fit like with their current strategy. So yeah, it is a bit annoying. Oh, that's very cool.
Sweet spot there somewhere.
I think about half the scale they currently have would be best. I totally messed that up. Yeah, slow motion.
How much power do you have?
I think it's a 625 cat.
Alright, yeah, same here.
I wanted a C15 and I wanted the big horsepower, so I just like the way they sound and stuff.
Luxurious.
Oh, definitely. It's so nice to be able to hear the custom sounds now. I am
I've
haul.
forgotten how bad the SCS engine sounds are.
Yeah, even the pack car ones are pretty terrible. I got a load of like frac sand or something, and he has three trucks. I think I'm gonna try to make it to this Yukon River camp, and that's probably where I'm gonna call it good. Yep, this is 1-to-1. Okay, I'll have to check it out, yeah. I think I'm gonna just try to make it to that Yukon River camp, and then I'll probably call it.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, this is 1-to-1. And all the curves and, details and stuff should be fairly accurate. But, it's just such a large area, man. In this game, it's kind of hard to stay focused. I'm just going to try to make it to that Yukon River camp there and then call it a night. Are we climbing a big hill or am I just struggling?
That's a hill.
Oh, okay. It's deceptively flat, but it's a challenge.
And now it gets steeper.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you definitely do. It's just, without a lot of other stuff to do, it's just difficult to maintain focus for what in real life would be a, like,
Shouldn't be able to get the speed go.
continuously, like, changing landscape and stuff, and as opposed to this, which is kind of just more of the same. Yeah, finally, I think we're cresting. So yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's interesting. I'm glad we tried it. We probably will not do it again, but we gotta do have to do a convoy at some point with your new truck stop mod. That'd be cool. Okay, cool. I'm going way too fast, probably.
Yeah, I hit about 115.
Oh my goodness. And I ate it again.
I may have knocked an F-150 off the road.
Oh no. Unless I missed it, I did not see the roller coaster. One thing about the scale is it does not allow you to appreciate also the size of a place. Like you can drive across the country in about, I think it's 4 hours, maybe 5, like, whereas crossing like Wyoming itself takes 6 hours in real life.
Yeah, it's wild how compressed it is.
It kind of makes everything feel tiny when in fact it's, you know, like large areas they're not well represented. That is for sure. And the U.S. has more cities than Canada does. Canada has even more just open space.
I wonder what the population of trees is in Canada. I'm sure it's more than people.
Probably is, I would assume. Alrighty folks, so you see that Yukon River camp right there? That's where I'm heading. We're almost there. This is like an endurance race, basically. Around this corner. Like, I don't know, 20 miles maybe? We still got a little ways to go.
satisfying 120 mile an hour section.
Is that fine of the roller coaster? I don't know. We gotta be getting close to it if it is on this map.
No, this was just a big straightaway.
Ah, okay, nice. Ah, I like them. I like it a lot. That's a really cool idea. See if we can not flip on this corner. The whole point, I think, is that you're trying to prove is what is possible, and there's a lot more possible than is, well, currently done. So that's pretty cool. Oh yeah, you can really build up some speed here.
And I crashed. First thing crashed.
Oh no. Sharp curve, or what was it?
Yeah, right by pump station 6. You should slow down.
Okay, we'll do. Final push, folks. Final push. Oh wow, you really did it there. Wow.
Fun to be impressed.
That was, yeah, I like it. All right.
Oh, this is pretty cool.
Go straight on.
Oh, the bridge?
Yeah, is this the one that they teased for Alaskan Truck Simulator?
No, I think that was like in Southeast.
Finding a new route.
Okay.
This is a huge wooden bridge that crosses the Yukon. Alright folks, thank you guys for watching and sticking around for this rather long drive. See you again soon. Have a good night.